Good morning. How are you guys doing? We're going to get started this morning with a little bit of pranayama and nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. And with your dominant hand, this is the mudra that you will create. You'll bring your ring finger and your pinky together. And then you press your index finger and your middle finger down into the palm. And if you can't keep your ring finger up, a little trick is to use your pinky as a stick. If you can't do that at all, you can just do a cowabunga, little hang 10 here. Traditional method, keeping your pinky and your ring finger up and your thumb. So when you inhale, your thumb is released and hooked out, and you'll inhale through the right side. You'll press your thumb into your right nostril, release your pinky, release your middle, release your ring finger, and let it go out the left side. Creating this circular motion with your inhale coming in through one side and exhale coming in through out. It is meant to balance your moon, your left and your right, your moon and your sun, which is what Hatha Vinyasa means. Is Hatha is solar and lunar, balancing the energy and creating an even balanced in and out breath is supposed to align and get you into more of a centered state of mind. So if you will come to the top of your mat, have a seat. If you have a block handy, easier for tighter hips. You can cross your legs. And we'll begin. Take a few practice rounds. Mouth stays closed. Plug your left nostril, release your thumb out to the right. Breathe in a couple of times through the right nostril. Getting a hang of that. Start with the left nostril plug. Bring your pinky, ring finger to the left nostril. Release your right thumb, right nostril. Empty out all the air from your lungs. Inhale through your right. Hold at the top, right nostril plug. Exhale, release left. Breath in through left. Left nostril plug. Exhale, release right. Breathe in through right. Right nostril plug. Exhale, left. Fill up on left. Hold at the top, left nostril plug. Release right. Breathe in through right. Hold at the top right. Plug. Exhale, left. Inhale in through left. Left plug, exhale, right. Breathe in through right. Right nostril plug, exhale, left. I'm going to start counting with you. We're going to breathe in for a 5 count through the left side. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left nostril plug. Exhale, right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out left, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left nostril plug, exhale right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try for 6 count. Inhale through right. Letting your belly expand as much as possible. Exhale, draw navel into center. Two more rounds. Inhale through left. Left plug, exhale right. Inhale through right. Right nostril plug, release left. Top left nostril plugs, right nostril plugs. Open up, you're about to exhale. Palm releases. Close your eyes, draw your chin in towards your chest. Shrug your shoulders a few times up towards the ears, down the back. Draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Let your left shoulder fall down. Nod your chin a couple of times. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Sweep your right palm up and over your head, drawing it to the back. 45-degree angle right behind your ear to the levator scapula, and then press your right ear towards the ground. Breathe here. Release your right hand, arm comes down. Draw your chin in towards your chest. Nod your head left and right a couple of times. You're opening up your throat chakra, helping with your communication. And this time, a lot of us are learning how to communicate differently, virtually. So just acknowledging that, letting your head go left and right, circling back, Opening up your throat. Draw your chin back in towards your chest. Let your left ear fall down to your left shoulder. Stretch through your right side. Right side, your receiving side. Pingala, fire energy, masculine energy. On your inhale, you'll sweep your left arm up over your head. Exhale, left ear draws down towards your right shoulder. Stretch through the right side. Big breath in through your nose. Intensify the stretch on your exhale. Let your right shoulder fall down even more. As you hold and breathe this posture, notice which side carries more tension. And send your breath, send your energy there. Gently release left palm back down to the mat. Nice organic, easy motion right ear to right shoulder, draw chin into chest, left ear to left shoulder. Letting your week go. Just being here now, warming up your day, setting your intention. Sweep your arms up over your head, interlace your palms. Take a big breath in. Exhale, flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Draw both of your palms over to the right. Take a left side stretch. Switch your gaze up towards the left. You'll breathe into your left side. Try to keep your right shoulder drawing forward, left hip back. Keeping your core band from front to back engaged. On your exhale, begin to fill up. Reach your palms up towards the sky, draw true north. Exhale over to the left side. Breathe in to your right. Hug your left shoulder forward, your right shoulder back. Try not to let your hip raise off one side here. You'll come back and through to center, release your hands. Switch your hand grip behind your back. So interlace your palms. Finding a small chest expansion. As you inhale, reach your palms down towards your sacrum. Lock out your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades in. Lift up your chin, lift up your gaze. Try to get both palms touching. Begin to draw your chin down towards your chest. You can wave your chin a little bit into an infinity circle, a figure 8. Release your grip. If you have a block or you're sitting on something, pillow, take it off to the side. Come into the center of your mat. In an easy Siddhasana pose, legs crossed. We'll move further into the side stretching. And we'll start with your left side. Left arm reaching out. Bring your fingertips all the way around to your left side. Tense your palm. Lifting up your palm, coming into little spider fingers. I hope you can see with the camera. And if your right hip starts to lift up, your right hand can kind of ground it down. If you feel uneven, you can scoop your flesh out from under you. And then reaching, you don't have to draw your forearm down to the mat. If you are more open, you stretch a lot through your sides. Take your forearm all the way down and begin to inhale. Reach your right arm up over your head. Exhale, let your left ear fall to your left shoulder. Breathe here. Keep expanding through your right side, not letting your right hip come off of the mat. Keep your left shoulder drawn down and back. Pull your belly in. Come forward into the side. Extend both of your arms out. Take them down to the mat. Press into the mat, let your hips fall back, create more space into your spine. As you exhale, you decompress, your spine will lengthen, so you can imagine the length in the spine, and then curl. Tuck your chin, round your back, draw your navel. Cat spine. Your hips away from your body, press your left hip down into the mat. Tend your right palm. Come down to your forearm. You have that access. Trying to be even on both sides, left and right side. Even inhale as you sweep your left arm up over your head. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Just noticing where your thoughts go. This side seems tighter or looser. Seeing the thoughts in the mind and then releasing them away. Just noticing them as thoughts, as they are. And then coming back into the present moment. Take your palms out straight in front of you. Press your knuckles, fingers, tips, all the way to the heels of your hands into the mat. Round your back like a cat. Take a few breaths. Extended child's pose. Uncross your legs. Widen your knees. For lower back sensitivity, your thighs can come together. Knees don't have to be wide in your child's pose this morning. Traditional Balasana, bringing your two big toes to touch. Extend your arms straight out in front of you. Let the crown of your head draw down. Bring your third eye center to the mat. Take a big breath in. Elevate your elbows away from the mat. On your exhale, use the force of your palms to send your hips straight and back, closer and towards your heels. Here now, you will contract your Ujjayi Pranayama. Even inhales and exhales through your nostrils. Lips are sealed. A full diaphragmatic breath, letting your belly expand like a balloon. As you're blowing into a balloon, the balloon gets very large. That's your belly, and on your exhale, you're drawing the air back in. Imagining the balloon coming all the way back in. As much as you inhaled and fill up the balloon, you accept all of the air back and pulling your navel in tight. Child's pose, start to transition. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Let your hips rise. Tuck your toes underneath you. And start to press back. Bring your hips all the way towards your heels. Create an even energy, even weight, all the way through the pinky's edge. Come back and gaze behind at your toes. And if your pinky toe is tucked under, you can spread it away from your fourth toe and create a little division on both sides. If this is too much for you, you can always stay on your palms or stay on your forearms or block. For your toe pose, drawing your thighs into touch, increasing the weight as you need and shifting an even line from your hips all the way to your shoulders to your ears. Empty out all the air from your lungs. Fill up from your low belly, in through your chest. Exhale, feeling your shoulders draw away from your ears first, letting your sternum relax and draw down, and pulling the belly back in. Puppy pose, extend in puppy pose. Walk your hands all the way out, away from you. You'll keep your toes curled underneath your feet here, walking all the way forward. You can bring your chin down. If that is too much, you can draw your head down. Forehead comes into the mat. Chin down, toes curled. Begin to draw your chest into the mat. The belly will hang soft here for a few moments. And then begin to engage. Let your shoulders come away from your ears. Keep your navel drawn in the entire time. Using your Ujjayi pranayama, your inhales and exhales through your nose with a dark Vader section in the back of your throat. Flex your glutes, press into your palms even more. Engage your muscles. Comes down into the mat, and your right hand sweeps underneath your left extended arm, and you'll twist, trying to twist your heart up towards the ceiling. Draw your right palm down into the floor. So flipping your palm over, pronating the palm, and then drawing your right shoulder away from your ear. Your left hip will start to curve out and come out of your leg. Keep your hips square. And as you twist, wringing out your upper body on your exhale. Draw your left arm down if it's lifted up off of the mat. Inhale, right arm extends forward. Exhale, press back. Threading needle on your left side. Left hand reaches in between your right thigh and your right hand extended. Draw your left ear towards to the mat. Keep your palm flipped over. Keep your right palm engaged, pressing away. Left shoulder away from your left ear. Breathe in. Exhale, hug right hip back. Inhale, left arm reaches out forward. Exhale, untuck toes, sit back, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward, tabletop. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Let your hips go left and right. Find a neutral tabletop. Gaze down at your palms, let your fingers spread wide. Let your neck be an extension of your spine. Keep drawing energy. Tailbone lowers down, belly draws in. Shoulders to press down your spine. And you're switching the energy from your curled toes to tops of the feet pressing flat into the mat. You'll get into your core with me a little bit more. As you engage and press the tops of your feet and the shins into the mat, squeeze your glutes, pull your navel in tight. On your exhale, try to lift and hover your knees. Press evenly through the knuckles, all the way to the fingertips. Gaze at your elbows, shine the hearts of your elbows forward. Micro bend. Release in 3, 2, and 1. Keep the tops of your feet pressing down. Engage your shins. Experiment with your cat and cow. At the top of your inhale, begin to curl your tailbone down. Exhale, cat back. Press your shoulders away from one another. Drop your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades in, dip the belly low, tailbone goes up, lift chin. Really finding the 3-part inhale and 3-part exhale as you roll and find your deepest breath out. Creating a little hill with your back. Trying to release all the tension through the neck on your cat pose. Broaden your shoulders, sweep your belly low, cow pose, big breath in. Exhale, round back cat. One more round. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Breath in, neutral tabletop. Exhale, hold. Flip your fingers back in towards your body. Fingers spread out wide. Bring the weight into the middle of your palms. Begin to lift up the heels of your hands, stretching through your forearms. A lot of people have been using technology all week and typing and on their phones and checking the news and being glued to the screens. Let your head go if you'd like here. Intensify the stretch, lifting up the palms of your hands. Come back in forward. And so warming up the hands here, create spider tented palms. Pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. Your digits hold a lot of nadi, hold a lot of energy. Just start lifting up through each opposite side gently. Keeping your gaze at your palms, letting the blood fill up through there, letting your veins start to show. Your tented palms, all 10 digits press into the mat, lift away, heels of your hands. You'll turn them into fists. If your rings on, you might want to flip them around. And then tented palms, fists turn into tented palms, and then tented palms spread out flat, palms on the mat. Here we go, spider tent. fists. Fists turn back into spider. Exhale, fists press down. Tented palms and flat palms spread out. One more time, tented palms. Turn into fists. Back to spiders and spread out. Begin to shift forward and back. Pressing into your fingertips all the way length of your finger mounds, ball mounds of your hands. You lower halfway down, getting into baby chaturangas, letting your arms hug tight into your side bodies. Essentially, drawing your elbows in to create a tiny shelf as you lower halfway down. On your inhale, press up. In yoga, in most lineages, you are, especially Vinyasa lineage, you are inhaling as you press up and exhaling as you lower halfway down. Getting used to the diaphragmatic pull and press and letting that core engagement keep your breath with you when you're working the diaphragm and you're breathing properly. It'll help you pace yourself as you are going through class in creating that breath to movement sensation. Inhale, shift your shoulders 2 inches past your wrist. So check yourself here and draw the hearts of your elbows forward. Exhale, hug your arms into your side bodies. Less weight into the tops of the knees. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back. Give your wrists a little bit of a rest. Inhale, rise, tabletop. Shoulders shift past your wrist. Exhale, lower halfway down. Arms hug into your side bodies. Inhale, press up, tabletop. Exhale, press back, hips. Start to move the breath at your own pace. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, press back down. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Excuse me. 2 more times. Inhale, roll up, tabletop. Exhale, break halfway down, chaturanga arms. Inhale, press up, tabletop. Exhale, down, hips back. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, chaturanga arms. Inhale, press up. Press in through your index finger, middle finger, all that is engaged. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, neutral, tabletop. Begin to shift forward and lowering all the way down. Your legs will extend back. You're prepping for Cobra Bhujangasana pose. Bend the elbows, hug them into your arms, come into your side bodies near your ribcage. Settle all the way, and tops of the feet press down. Zip your thighs together. Elevate your kneecaps and flex your quadriceps. Engage your glutes. Press your hips and your pelvic of your triceps. Your wings want to naturally splay out before you're fully trained in this method, and shrug your shoulders a couple of times. Remember that your neck, extension of your spine, with a long spine here, and then draw your shoulders down and back. Hug your elbows in as much as possible. And then you'll flex your triceps, press into all parts of your hands. And then when you inhale, lift up your chest, lift up your chin, and draw your chin back into neutral. Keep your elbows depressing in, shoulders depressing down your back, and your core, band the back, front to back, engaged. You can press lighter into your palms. Use the front of your chest, staying broad, using your abs and your core to stay lifted. Last fill up. Every little bit of your exhale, roll all the way back down. Bring your third eye center into the mat. We'll try that a couple of times. Inhale, roll shoulders, lift chest. Exhale, roll back down. Last Cobra Bhujangasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Extend your arms out to a T and tend to your palms. Letting your palms tent up. Try to find a 90-degree bend. So you're fully engaged here. Pectoral muscles engaged, and find the lower half if you lost it. Elevate the kneecaps, flex your quads, use your belly strength in your whole back. Release down on your exhale. Whale pose, hands come out to a T. And we'll go off to the right side. Draw your right ear down into the mat. Press your left palm into the mat and begin to lift up. Left hip stacks on top of your right. Using the pressure of your right palm, pressing down, and your left hand really guiding and twisting, intensifying the stretch. On your exhale, come back in through to center. Take your right hand underneath your shoulder. Keep your left knee bent. Draw your heel towards your glute. Sweep your left arm forward all the way and begin to fill up. On your exhale, reach back for the outside of your foot, ankle, or your shin, keeping a pointed foot. And create strength. Begin to kick into your hands. On your inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, kick. Taking a quad stretch. Left hand releases back down. Keep your left knee bent. Top of the right foot pressing down into the mat. Knee elevated. You're finding a half cobra lift. So keeping the leg bent, just inhale, lift up your chest. Press into your palms, squeeze your elbows. Exhale, release back down. Whale pose on your left side. Drawing the left leg back down into the mat. Pressing your left palm, extending straight up out of your shoulder. Try to even keep your shoulder all through your chest down as you lift up the right leg, sliding right foot back behind you, twisting, letting your left ear come down into the mat. Breathe and press through your right hand. Coming into half cobra pose, right leg, thigh comes back into the mat, left palm, right palm underneath you. Inhale, sweep your right arm forward. Exhale, right hand comes back. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, kick into your hand. Keep your thighs together. Gluteal muscles engaged. And softly release. Both legs lift up. Cobra, upper body, and then bend knees. Bend right, bend left. Empty out all the air from your lungs. Roll shoulders back. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, release. Tops of the toes, press down into the mat. Lift up your chest all the way for an upward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Even distribution into your palms. And come out of your shoulders. Trying not to dump here, letting your shoulders shrug. Stay engaged with your traps. Begin to lift off the thighs away from the mat. Squeeze your inner core in. Create a double chin, a little slight restriction.
You'll exhale, curl your toes, press back into your downward facing dog, claw into the mat. Pedal out your knees bent. It's a pet peeve of mine when we as yoga teachers begin to start to dictate and get used to our cues. However, being that this is 7:30 Central Time in Nashville, Tennessee, and most of you guys just probably got up, so this might be your first downward facing dog. Backs of your legs are still tight. Subtle bend in your knees, tuck your chin into your chest, and start to let your head slowly fall and drift left and right. Nod, yes. Take your gaze underneath your left armpit, nod, yes. Right armpit, nod, yes. Inhale high on tippy toes. Exhale, bend knees, heels, press into the mat. Do that a couple of times before we get into a solid foundation. Inhale, high on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend knees, melt heels. High plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Come into a stacked Dandasana pose. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Feet inner hip width distance. Check in between your legs. Make sure you're separate about 2 fist width yogi's mitt in between your feet. And then begin to fire up your legs from the front to the back. Shift your weight into your heels. Dome out your spine. Instead of letting your chest drop and your joints start to cave in, press away. Press all 10 fingers in through your brass knuckles into the mat. Fire up in your inner triad, the area right between your index finger and your thumbs, with your hands and your palms spreading wide. Really press and engage the muscle in between the first 3 fingers. You'll do your first full chaturanga. Start to inhale, shift forward. Option to melt your thighs. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press down, lift up your thighs, breathe. Exhale, claw into the mat, roll your toes over, hips go back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, pull belly in. Inhale, high on tippy toes. Exhale, bend, knees, melt heels. When you're shifting back into your plank pose, from your plank pose to downward facing dog, try not to move your palms or your feet. Noticing that alignment there, and then adding in the breath. Exhale, claw into your fingertips, bend the knees, press the hips back, melt the heels. Inhale, high plank pose. Listen, cue change. Exhale, melt tabletop. Right foot plants in between your 2 hands. Set up for your crescent moon posture. 90-degree angle through the right foot, stacked in line with your right knee. Left hip in line with the back left knee, lowering down. Not letting your left foot come back and out too much. Keeping it flush in with the back left knee crease. Taking your hands to your hips, squaring your hips and engaging, squeezing them together. Pressing through all 4 corners of your front foot. Create and build heat. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head and crescent moon. Open heart saying yes to the universe. Exhale, back bend. Cactus your elbows, goalposting them out wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Fingers spread. And not letting your arch from the lower back accentuate. Keeping nice and tight, drawn in. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Crescent moon. Exhale, cactus. Good. Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus. Let your hands fall down by either side of your right foot. Begin to lift up the ball mound in your toes and come onto the heel of your right foot. You may either wedge, shimmy, right foot all the way forward. Notice your alignment. If your hip starts to come back or out too much, trying to go for the 90-degree angle in the back leg. In your Adho Manasana half splits posture, hug your right hip back, hug your left hip forward. Keep your belly drawn in. Flex your right ankle. Draw energy out, shining through your right heel, and curl your toes back towards your body. A lot of energy kind of floating the foot in between, trying not to let the point foot happen and keeping it engaged. Flex your right quad. Draw your navel in, fill up. Lowering down easily, bending your elbows, keeping your chest broad, neutral gaze. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, right foot plants. Left leg lifts up. Big switch here. Ball pose. Your left foot's gonna come back up to meet your right. So step forward, bend your knees and lift up your heels. Take your hands out in front of you, tinted palms, and the highest heels ever. Inhale, exhale, round, tuck your chin, pull your navel into your spine, let your shoulders separate from one another. Back into forward fold. Begin to lift up your legs, separate your feet hip width distance, ragdoll your arms. Interlace your fingers into each opposite elbow. Bend knees as much as you need, folding in half in your Uttanasana. Shift the weight into your left foot. Bend and lift up your right heel. Shift the weight into your right foot. Lift up your left heel. Switch in between the weight distribution with your inhales and your exhales. Letting your upper body sway gently left and right. This is the first time that we're coming into your mountain posture. As you keep your feet underneath your hips, if they've walked out wider than hip width distance, replace them. Let your fingertips graze into the mat. Bend your knees gently and slowly begin to roll up, reaching your fingertips away from the mat, but letting your arms dangle. Coming up each vertebrae at a time, imagining a marble switching in and out through your vertebrae until you come up to the top and bringing your shoulders in line with your hips and your ears in line with your shoulders. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up over your head, mountain pose, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, cactus, bend your elbows, open up your chest. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, flex your quads. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a flat back, bring your hands into your heart center. More weight into the tops of your feet. Micro bend knees. Flex your quads, splay your hips into the back. Inhale, lift up, chest halfway. Arms lock out, press against shins. Squeeze your fingers, all 10 together. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms. Ground down, step back, high plank pose, fill up. Exhale, low plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, high plank pose, shift forward. Exhale, melt knees, tabletop. Crescent moon, left side, left foot steps forward in between two palms. Square hips, right ankles. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus, open up your heart. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, cactus, open heart. Inhale, last reach. Hands fall down on exhale. Half splits, left leg lengthens, fill up. Hug left hip back, flex your left quadricep, the top of your thigh. Curl your toes back towards your body and then try to splay them like wildfire. Fire, fill up, breathe in. Exhale, release chest, bend elbows. Hold here. Inhale, left chest. Exhale, left foot plants. Cosmic ball pose. Take your hands forward. Lift up your right foot. Lift up your right knee. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Thighs touch together. Hips draw down towards your heels. Round back, tuck chin. Forward fold. Legs lengthen. Feet separate hip width distance. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Roll up, mountain pose, Tadasana. Sweep your arms out wide overhead. Cue change, hands come behind your back. Inhale, lift up, chest, lock out arms, palms touch together. Big moves here. Exhale, lower halfway down, all the way down. Folding in half, keeping your bind and your grip straight up. Keep trying to pull your palms forward out in front of you, stretching through all parts of your front chest. You'll find an expansion even deeper through your left side. As you bend your right knee, draw your hands over to the left, draw your hands over to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. Let your left leg lengthen if possible, even distribution through all four corners of your left leg. Inhale, come back in through to center. Lift up your chest halfway. Your left knee bends on your exhale. Hands go over to the left, knees over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back in through the middle. Exhale, palms release. Plant hands, high plank pose. Connect your vinyasa. Exhale, low plank pose. Inhale, high, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. More core work. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Bend knee, draw your elbows in toward one another. Create strong foundation through your palms. Begin to round your back as you draw your knee towards your third eye center. Hold here for 3. Lift your thigh up higher, 2. Flex foot, 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Shift your right leg back and keep it straight up out of your hip. So energy coming out of your right heel, drawing your shoulders back, strong foundation again through the palms. Press into your hands even more, gripping them into the mat. Square hips, right hip dials down, right pinky toe dials down. Right foot plants in between your two hands on your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right foot plants. A deeper low Anjaneyasana lunge. Draw the back knee down to the mat. Option to keep your toes curled under or top of the foot pressed into the mat. 90-degree bend, knees stacked in line with your ankle, protecting your knee joints. Letting your knee go past a couple of inches here to feel the stretch through your left hip, in the front of the hip. And you will cross your fingers, interlace them, and start to lock out your elbows. Lift up your chest, squeeze your inner quadriceps, right hip towards your left hip, engage your thighs. Strong foundation with your base. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, palms press together. Interlace your fingers, find a steeple grip, draw your shoulders back and down, point your fingers, index and your thumbs, draw together and up and away, lift your chest. Exhale, back bend. Begin to look back behind you, draw your palms back all the way. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, plant palms. Inhale, back leg lifts up, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, low plank pose. Arms into side bodies. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go back. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Pour your knee to your nose. Bend your knee. Shift forward. Round your spine. Come up off of the right heel. Draw your thigh up to your chest as much as possible. Hold for 3. Knee to nose, third eye, make contact. 2. 1, flex foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left toe spirals down. Shoulders draw down and back. Press into your palms. Exhale, left foot plants. Square hips. Draw the back leg down. Palms press into your left quadricep. Interlace your fingers. Lift up chest. Lift gaze. Left hip hugs back. Gently press left knee forward a little bit. Feel a stretch through your right hip flexor. If you do not feel this as much, try drawing your right foot further back and away from you. Coming into a deeper split. You'll press through the 4 corners on your front foot. Your front heel drives and drags energy back towards your right knee. Staying engaged in your hips. Drawing a neutral tailbone down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, find your steeple grip. Ready for your back bend if you are going there. If not, just hold here. Inhale, lift, gaze. Exhale, open up. Roll up, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, palms plant. Back leg lifts, engage, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, float. Downward facing dog. High plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway down, hug your arms into side bodies. Utthita Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Gaze forward. Step, hop, or travel, make your way to the top of your mat. Fold in half, empty out all of the air. Bind leg, half lift. Exhale, rinse. Mountain pose, inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. half lift, palms plant, downward facing dog, step back. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Notice if your heels, you find it easier to melt them down into the mat, and try to dig into mud with your feet, right in line with your inner hip width distance. Start to dig and make little circles, and then find your solid foundation with your feet. Take your gaze at them and press into the outer pinky edge of your feet, into the outer side. And lock out your belly, pulling it in. Find your pelvic floor engagement, your Muladhara chakra. Flex and try to tear the mat apart into two separate pieces. Engage and imagine, or if you have a block, you can put a block in between your thighs. Inhale, right three-legged dog. Exhale, lunge, right foot plants. Back leg stays lifted here. Inhale, lift chest, fingertips graze away from the mat, rise high crescent pose. Exhale, cactus, bend elbows. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, float, chaturanga, palms plant, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. One-legged chaturangas are welcome as you shift forward, keeping your right leg lift, lowering halfway down. Press into your palms, lift your chest, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot plants. Lift chest, fingertips graze, come away from the mat, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus, bend elbows. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, palms plant, three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, chaturanga, connect your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot plants. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Adding on, exhale, humble crescent. Airplane your arms, palms flip up towards the ceiling, back behind you. Hinge in half, upper body folds over your right thigh. Keeping your belly engaged from the front to the back. Adjust, your thumbs come really close together. Breathing in and out your nose. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, flow, chaturanga. Going through that on the left side, skipping your chaturanga, modifying as necessary. That's a big focus of today's class is alignment. Ease in your flow. Left leg lifts up and back. Breath in. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, humble crescent. Airplane arms. Hold, breathe. Keep the ball mound right directly underneath your right heel. Hug your left hip back. Staying engaged, not coming out of the sharp 90-degree angle in your front leg. Squeeze your thumbs in toward one another. Fire up your triceps. Energy coming out of your fingertips and the crown of your head. Inhale, reach your arms up, high crescent. Exhale, float, chaturanga. From high plank, breath in. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip toes, press back, downward facing dog. We add in humble. Warrior one, inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, lunge, plant foot. Stay with us. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, windmill, arms humble crescent. Take your back foot, draw it down to the mat. Let it meet in Mary. Step out wider if necessary. Your palms can come back behind you. Interlace your fingers and lift up your chest. With a wider stance, gaze at your right heel. Angle it in one straight diagonal line from your right heel all the way to the back left foot arch. And cement all the way from the pinky to the back of the foot. A great adjustment here is to take your palm to the back of your left hip, dial down your hip, and see if you can flex and engage any more. Squaring your hips, right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. Engage your glutes, pull your belly in, draw tailbone down. Nice neutral, clean spine. As you inhale, lock out your arms, squeeze and press your palms together. Exhale, humble warrior one. Draw your right shoulder on the inside of your right thigh. Tuck your chin into your chest. Keep pulling your hands forward. Last breath in. Exhale, let go. Hands fall by your hips, waist side. Bring both of your hands on the inside of your right foot. Spiral up your left back heel. Lift up your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, plant foot. Inhale, high crescent. Dial your right foot down into the mat. Step your left leg out wider. Gaze at your alignment, left heel in line with your back right arch. Cement the right foot down. Hug your left hip back. Lift up halfway, bring your upper body and your right hand to your back right thigh. And power up in the right knee crease, the back of your hamstring. Hug your right hip forward and your left hip back. 90-degree sharp bend in your left leg. Interlace your palms, find your grip. Fill up, lift up your chin and your chest. Exhale, humble warrior one. Draw left shoulder on the inside of your left thigh. Not letting your left thigh open up and out, keeping your hips square and your belly drawn in. Drop your head. Hold and breathe. Hands release down by your hips. Bring your hands on the inside of your left foot. Little wide runner's lunge to a three-legged dog. Breath in, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, downward facing. Gaze forward. Step your left foot in, forward fold. On your exhale, right foot meets left. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bring more weight, 80% of the weight into the tops of your feet. Start to lock out your legs, flex your quadriceps, gaze forward, drawing your shoulders down and back, engage your triceps, belly in. Last little suck of air. Exhale, rinse. Inhale, roll up, mountain, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms out wide, swan, bow down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. High plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Utthita Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll flow again. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, plant. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, humble crescent. Humble warrior one, left foot meets and marries. Inhale, lift chest, find your bind. Exhale, bow down. Ready, set for your add-on. Lift up your chest. Keep your hands back behind you. And you'll start to roll onto the ball mound of your back foot, keeping a lot of energy coming out of the back foot. In your humble hands and your chest, when it was driving down, try to lift up and stay even, keeping your square hips, left hip dialed down. And begin to scrape the top of your left foot into the mat. Keep drawing the crown of your head forward, coming into a bound warrior three. Shooting your left leg straight up and out of your hip. Letting your hands come away from one another now in airplane Takasana. Fire up your palms, energy downward. Keep the back of your hands uplifting. Energy coming out of your fingertips. Strong back leg, breath in. Exhale, hands plant, three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank pose. Connect your vinyasa. Exhale, low plank pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, plant foot, high lunge. Inhale, halasana. Exhale, humble crescent. Humble warrior one, right foot meets the mat. Inhale, lift chest, grip palms. Exhale, draw shoulder on the inside of left leg. Ready for your bound warrior three, lift chest. Bring your hands back behind you. Spiral your right toes. Top of the feet, scrape down. Begin to engage buoyancy through your left leg. Hug your left hip in and up. Lift up right foot straight up out of your hip. Airplane your arms. Extend arms out to a T. Breath in. Hands plant, breath out. Right foot steps up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank pose. Chaturanga, low plank pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adding on with standing splits. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Arms sweep up. Whee. Humble crescent. Humble warrior one. Left foot dials down, interlace grip, lift chest. Exhale, bow. Bound warrior three. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, kick off left leg. Airplane Takasana, arms extend out to a T. Breath in. Exhale, standing splits, palms plant down, left leg goes back. And today I'm not really focused on if you are doing your standing splits perfectly square or open. I want you to just feel into your hips, whatever feels best for you. Natural organic movement, little circles, all welcome. Micro bend in your right knee. Left foot steps back. Three-legged dog, firm palms. Inhale. Exhale, flow chaturanga. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, plant foot. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, humble crescent. Inhale, humble warrior one. Exhale, fold. Bound warrior three. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fly, right foot out and back. Inhale, airplane arms, sweep arms out to a T. Exhale, standing splits, hands plant, right leg goes up and high. You want to play with handstand hops or a balance, please take it here. Take your left hand behind your calf. Take both hands behind your calf. Any little play that you want to do. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2. Softly land right foot. Plant palms firm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, roll into high plank pose. Exhale, low plank pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot plants. Inhale, left leg up. Listen, cue change. Left foot steps to meet your right. Come to the top of your mat, roll up. Balancing standing series. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti, hands to your heart. Pop out your left hip, shift your weight into your left foot. Balance, lift up your right heel to releve. Strong in your foundation all the way from your foot up through, keep your belly in. Inhale, right leg lifts, one-legged Tadasana. Ekapada Tadasana. You'll open up. You are already coming into hand to toe pose. You can feel free to, I'm just gonna modify for everyone, trying to access all levels here. And just try to keep your hips dropped, keep your right hip dropped, and then kick your right foot up. And then bend it. Exhale as you kick. Find one-legged Tadasana with a bent knee. Open, hand to toe pose 2. Or modification, right leg coming straight out of your right hip, letting the knee not go low or high. Keep a flexed foot, imagining your footprint all the way onto the mat. And just staying lifted here. You're going all the way out. You can extend out. You take your hand, big peace fingers come to your big toe. You open out right. Hand to toe pose. You want to go further. It's going to be sketchy for me today. Taking your gaze over to your left hand, switching your drishti, and you open up on your exhale. Here we go. We're going to try. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, bend knees, reach arms up. Right foot lifts. Ball mount change, left heel releve. Cleansing breath. Right hip pops up, lock out right foot. Press firmly into ground. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left leg kicks. So if you're doing this with hand to toe pose from the get-go, you're already reaching your index finger and your middle finger in between the webbing of your big toe and the second toe, and you're kicking down, trying to square your hips down. You can also do this with a strap if you are tighter in your hamstrings. You are just going for your kick. Keep your gaze straight forward. Exhale as you kick. Inhale, bend, heel in towards your glute. Imagine that you're on a slack line. You'll open up. Maybe cactusing, mirroring your right arm as you open up the left leg, keeping a 90-degree bend in both. Cactus arms are welcome. You want to try that with hand to toe pose 2. Big breath in. Exhale, open up. Inhale, press through right foot. Exhale, gaze over right hand. Inhale, come back through to center, keep chest lifted. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, release foot, Samastiti. Figure 4 on right side. Inhale, sweep your arms up, shift your weight into your left foot, right foot lifts. Exhale, cross over and pull on top of your left thigh, bend left knee. Any variations here, you can easily come into grasshopper if you've been playing around with that. You want to come into flying pigeon, half flying pigeon, any little play. My favorite is to just get into the hips. This is not an inversion focused class. I want you guys to be really grounded and feeling centered after this class with open hips, open mind, open heart. Take your palm on top of your right thigh and your left hand on the lower part of your foot, and then squeeze and compress. Bend and bring your weight back into your left heel to protect your left knee. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, mountain. Hands come down by your hips. Shift your weight into your right foot. Figure four, left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, cross over. Any play, any experiments that you took on last time, take it here. Most importantly is to keep your left foot flexed. You want to bring more weight into your heel. You can guide your left hip open by pressing your left knee down more, as long as you're bending into the right knee deep. And take your left hand on top of your left thigh and take your right hand to the bottom of your left foot and squeeze and compress. Breathe. Begin to rise and reach. Uncross left leg. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan bow down. Inhale, lift up. Ball pose. Come to the tops of your feet. Bend your knees. Drop your hips towards your heels. Round your back. Come back onto your seat. Rock. Rock forward. Rock back. Coming into boat pose. Bring your legs up to first a 45-degree angle. Let your wings come out wide. Your arms, so opposite of chaturanga arms, everything that I've been cueing. And create a force that is strong in your biceps. You have an isometric pressure. Your palms are squeezing in together, all of your fingers. Gaze down at your belly. Create the biggest belly that you've ever seen. Big balloon. Exhale. Begin to squeeze your thighs. Keep your breath with you. Chin away from your chest, but still the slight throat restriction. And tweeze your thighs. If you want to come up into a high boat, extend your legs. Reach your arms out wide. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Last one. Low boat hold. Press your sacrum into the mat. Start to kick your feet. Flutter, 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 flutter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Knees come into chest. Bound eagle pose, Baddha Konasana. Feet come together. Knees go out wide. Take your hands to the inside of your creases. And a Muladhara chakra, bringing your index finger and your thumb together. And then drawing that, all of this line of your thumb, into your hip creases, into your groin area. And then tilting your hips up to the sky. As you're working with the lower Muladhara chakra and sealing out your practice today, just focus on the rise and fall of your belly. And this is our first chakra developed from 0 to 2 years old. This is our security house, and where we strive to survive, where you're thinking about everything from food to water to shelter, all of your needs here. So feeling the water and the flow from the lower house all the way into your belly and into your heart center. A lot of the times when you feel insecure about money or insecure about where you're going to live or how you're going to feed yourself and survive or feed your family, you're worried about all the people that you care for, this house will start to get out of alignment. Maybe your lower back hurts, maybe one of your legs, your hip hurts, and the sciatic is starting to radiate throughout, and just telling yourself that I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm right where I need to be, and this is in God's hands. And you'll notice that when you keep repeating those words and affirmations of security for your lower Muladhara chakra, it's a little bit easier to breathe. The breath becomes more into your belly, and the shortness and the tension, the short breath up into your chest, starts to fall to the wayside. Your shoulders start to relax down your back. Take your left hand to your heart, take your right hand to your belly button. Relax your facial muscles. Gently parse your lips. Feel into your Ida, your left side, your receiving side, your feminine energy. I accept myself. I love myself. I receive all of the nurturing that I need. And letting that energy flow into your right palm, your receiving side, your pingala, your masculine energy. Saying, I give out and I express. I am the dog in the fight of my own life. I am in control. Letting your right side and your left side melt and marry with Hatha Yoga. Take your hands back onto your thighs, close up your book. Come into easy supine twist, bringing your arms out to a T, letting your legs slowly drift, knees bent, east and west. Close out your practice by drawing your knees into your chest. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Cement the tailbone all the way through the mid-thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, the back of your neck, into the mat. And open up your thighs for a sense of vulnerability. Take your hands to your calves, around your shins, the outer edges of your feet. Align your forearms with your shins. Take a few deep inhales. Open mouth exhales. Use your biceps to draw your thighs up closer to the earth, letting the back of your legs open up. Take a big breath in for yourself. Exhale, release, pull down. Big breath in through your neighbors and your community. Open mouth, share it, pull legs down.
Full body Shavasana. Lengthen your legs down to the mat. Take your hands down by your sides. You are already in your Shavasana. Please stay here for as long as you feel necessary and let all of the work resonate within you. Follow us on Instagram, Fahrenheit Yoga. Follow us on here for more classes, amazing instructors, all different types of classes. Give me feedback if you guys didn't like this lower, slower type of flow. Please let me know, and I'll give you more of one of my typical power vinyasa classes. And I wish you well, and I hope you guys are safe and sound at home. Namaste. Oh, Flip, bye. Thank you.